Illinois' sweeping criminal justice reform enacted in 2023 increased police training, expanded use of body-worn cameras, and even implemented new communication requirements. But most notably, it eliminated cash bail. The goal of cashless bail is equity, creators say, setting the standard of fairness for Illinoisans. For some violent offenders, that means sitting in a jail cell until trial, even if they have the cash. This piece of reform is unanimously supported by this group of local criminal justice leaders.
I like that if you commit a murder, you stay in jail no matter how much money you have in your bank account. That's a good thing.
And it could be a contributor to lower violent crimes in the city of Peoria.
The SAFE-T Act has been highly effective. In fact, as you've seen, since the SAFE-T Act was passed, crime rates across the state of Illinois have gone down.
But that doesn't share the full story. Before the reform in 2021, Peoria police data shows 1,700 ShotSpotter alerts and 143 gunshot victims that year. In 2025, alerts were down to 950. The number of victims nearly cut in half at 75.
A lot of times our violent offenders are repeat offenders and will continue to do repeat offenses if they're out. Some of the most violent offenders in Peoria are locked down, so there's a direct correlation.
The difference is violent offenses are detainable if a judge decides to hold the suspect. Charges like murder, armed robbery, even selling meth are just some of the things that could keep people locked up before their trial. But retail theft, criminal trespassing, and fleeing are not. Countywide, retail theft increased 200% in just 3 years.
I think we're up over 1,600 more bookings than we were back in like 23, so that's a lot of work. That's a lot of cops off the street transporting those people to jail.
In 2022, pre-SAFE-T Act, the Peoria County Jail saw 6,092 bookings. In 2024, the first full year of the reform, that increased by 24% to more than 7,500 bookings. In that same time frame, failures to appear alone increased 13%. These leaders agree the intentions of the SAFE-T Act are mostly good, but many anticipated flaws have come to fruition with no additional state money to deal with it.
2 months ago, I hired another deputy just to go around state and pick up people that have warrants because we're seeing such a high number of failure to appears.
Because when you miss court 8 times, that's not justice for anyone. We want a more just system, and in that arena, it's not.
As the Illinois General Assembly is in session, there are some suggested amendments to the SAFE-T Act. Sheriff Chris Watkins made his pleas public, which garnered support from his peers, suggesting an expansion of detainable offenses to allow judges more discretion on who's kept behind bars.
We just want more discretion from the judges to make those decisions on some of the lower offenses. The repeat habitual offenders are a problem if they don't fall into that violent category or threat to community.
Second, he suggests restoring bail eligibility for certain offenses to ensure compliance.
Just letting somebody out with a court date, we've already proven it's majority not successful doing that.
And these local leaders suggest the cashless bond system isn't making society safer, and at times hinders people from resources inside lockup.
What would happen in the past is we would keep them in custody enough time to get them regulated on their meds or get them into treatment.
They can at least sit in jail for a few weeks and detox. We can give them some resources.
And finally, Sheriff Watkins supports reinstating daily credit toward bail to incentivize good behavior. While the governor has signaled his open mind to changes, there has been zero indication that actual proposals are in discussion. However, there have been calls by his gubernatorial opponents to repeal the act altogether.
I think that the SAFE-T Act does a good job of violent offenses and the body cam warrants. So I would not be in favor of totally recalling the SAFE-T Act. I mean, I don't care if they want to recall it and call it some different name, as long as those provisions stay in there.
I like to see the hybrid where the judge can detain somebody if he wants to, he or she wants to, and then the low levels, I don't know what else you can do to get teeth in the game besides cash bail.
The deadline for state lawmakers to introduce a bill or amendments is next Friday, February 6th. In Peoria County for 25 News, I'm Janice Rebholz. I did reach out to state lawmakers, including some of the original authors of the SAFE-T Act. Most did not respond. None of them were able to complete an interview with me.